Topic 2.
Thanks, Opie.
Topic 2.
No,
Kevin.
Billy Bird. Thanks, Opie.
This is why Kevin has his own show, because nobody can deal with him. He was on Legion of Skanks, which is another show on the. Can we say the Kumia network?
No, don't
ironically,
even say that.
I would not. It wasn't on the Kumia network.
Another network.
It's on the Shmoomia network, and it's Louis J. Gomez and Dave Smith and Big J. Okerson. And you went on and you were their guest, and they don't understand that.
Okay, let's go back to Opie.
You don't get a lot of attention.
No, let's go back to Opie.
What?
Because when I did Opie in November, I came in. I asked them. This is the first time they ever asked me. The other times I've asked them. In November, the first time I ever went on, I asked Opie, or I asked Jimmy, I asked Norton, can I come in to promote some gigs I was doing? So anyway, he goes, what they said, yeah, you can come in. I come in, and so I asked them to come if I could come in. And right as soon as I sat down, Opie's asking me questions, blah 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 blah. You know, he had some information on me, so he's asking me questions. The point is, I asked them, if I ask somebody, can I go be on your show, and they kind of ignore me, that's fine. Because I asked them.
Right.
You follow my point?
Yes.
Legion of Skanks, they asked me to be on the show. They said, you're like our most requested guest the last couple of months since your podcast came out. They asked me to be on the show, and they basically ignore me.
Well, you're saying when you're a guest on a show, you would like to be.
If they asked me, it'd be like if I asked you to come over, Lenny, come over, and then I just go, okay, we're just gonna watch TV. Will you please come over, so we can just not be engaged with one another. That's why I just felt disengaged the whole fucking show when I was on with Legion of Skanks. So I was on with them. Then on the last Wednesday, then on Friday, we did our show because we had to do our show early.
Right.
We normally do it on Monday. And we did it on Friday because we're here today. So we didn't want to do 2 shows in one day. So anyway, then we talked about it because that's our show, right? Don't we talk about?
It is.
We talk about some current events or whatever, but we talk about whatever's bothering sometimes me. Sometimes the focus is on me.
Yeah.
Sometimes
usually Mana complains, but you know what? Sometimes it's mostly Kevin.
So, but anyway, but I text. It wasn't like it was just. I was like, what should I talk about? Because it was bothering. I texted Liz when I was on the show at halftime. They take a break. I texted Liz. I said I was going to leave. Liz is like, don't leave. So I stuck it out. And then Thursday, I was still annoyed. And that was the day I said, can someone please punch me in the face? I'm in Hoboken. When I tweeted that because it was one of those days where I'm like, someone just punch me in the face. Because I'm already in a little bit of pain. So let's just consummate this,
By the way, if you're in a car, please come to 6th Avenue and punch Kevin in the face.
So anyway, then the next day, Friday, I was still I was fine because it was a nice day out. And then, but I'm like, it was still dang, I'm like, what's the deal? What's the deal with people? I know show business is dumb, but it's I was like, what's the deal? I'm supposed to go to the show, and then today, because they started the war last night when our podcast came out from Friday yesterday.
Right.
So they went. They found out, and then they went nuts. So they've been tweeting all day. Louis J. Gomez Jr.
It's just Louis J. Gomez. Why do you keep saying Jr.? He's mad at you. He is definitely mad at you.
He's been tweeting since last night. He's been tweeting. My phone is I was telling Liz, I was an active, I was think sometimes when I'm at home, I wonder, it wouldn't be fun to have an active Twitter, and then you get active Twitter, you feel like you want to, and this is a nightmare.
Yeah, your Twitter is active today.
Because I was I was shaving today, and my phone kept beeping. I was like, oh my God, being popular sucks.
Yeah, because you didn't piss off just one skank. You pissed off all the skanks.
A legion of them.
A legion of skanks.
Well, I'm ready for them.
Are you?
Really?
Come at me, bro.
No, please don't. Please
come
don't.
At me, bro.
He doesn't mean it.
What are they gonna do? What are they gonna do?
You ever deal with a skank?
Yeah, I know Gina.
Oh, wow.
First of all, what is
that? Oh, my God.
Wow.
Seriously? Half of her whole family's listening to it.
That was a joke. Gina's Lenny's fiance. Well, I don't know. Are you insane? No, are you a real skank?
Yeah,
are you
real skank. I'm just saying one. If one was bad enough.
A skanky woman or a skank?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Whatever.
You talking about a fan of theirs? Or?
Whatever it is. If you had one, it would be bad enough if it was a stalker or a crazy chick or whatever. And now it's a whole legion of these same people.
Like a zombie show.
Imagine if a million Kevin Brennans were coming after you. Oh my God.
Lenny.
Scaring me. I just thought of I just created a new show. You know, Walking Dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. Imagine Kevin Brennan.
Fuck that.
Walking
No
Kevin
way.
Brennan.
No, that would be funny if the Legion of Skanks like kept coming at me.
They're going to.
They're going to.
That would be fun.
You
They're
got
going
tweets
to.
like, "You're dead to me." You know that you've started a war.
No, Lewis did that because if anybody took our side, he would tell the guy, "You're dead to me." 2 different people last night told "You're dead to me."
He put up a Twitter poll. And it says,
Who won?
Here it comes. Click yes if deserves an apology. Click no, Kevin is being a cunt. Guess what? 75% said you're being a cunt.
That's amazing
Kevin.
that we got 25% because they're his fans. So 25% are already like, no, he's not wrong. Here's the point, Lenny.
Yeah.
I listened to the thing today after I was like, okay, well, I got to address this in some way, shape, or form. So I listened to the thing. They did it at the break. You watched it, right?
I watched a little bit.
So at the break,
yeah.
they come out. They do 45 minutes or whatever. They do a break, and then it's supposed to be 5 minutes. I'm already like, let's get this over with. So the break takes 20 minutes, and they're all whatever they do at the break. I'm eating a granola bar like a fucking Uber nerd. So. Because I'm like, I need my energy to not talk. So then they come back from the break. I listened to it today. I taped it on my phone. So because I always tape everything on my phone in case there's I'm taping right now. Anyway, in case I need to know, because sometimes your memory is a little clouded by whatever. And so I listened to the thing. They come back from the break. They plug they plug themselves, where to find them, the other shows on their network, 5 other shows. Then they go right into Brie Olson. They don't even mention me. They don't even mention that I'm there or that my fucking show. And again, Lewis said they wanted me on the show because their fans were requesting me. I didn't. They asked me. So, like I said about the open thing, like if I asked them, can I be on your show, and they ignore me, that's fine. I'm asking for it. You know what I mean? I'm like, can you guys put me on your show? Like guys are asking me, our podcast, can we get on? I'm like, well, I don't know. So, but we haven't had a guest yet.
Yeah.
So my point is, if I ask them, I mean, if they ask me, and then to just not even mention my fucking show coming out of the commercial, then they do 20 minutes on Brie Olson, and then in like 5-6 minutes in the Brie Olson hunk, I did a joke, got a laugh. I plugged myself. Like a joke, and then after the Brie Olson thing, they went into a thing where they're judging artwork that their fans did. Then they said, Kevin, this is why you're here, to be a judge on the thing. Then I jumped in. You know, my fans are probably not going to be happy. I know. I said my fans were tweeting at halftime that why aren't you talking more? So I basically gave them an out like. My fans aren't going to be happy. So basically to my fans, like, shut the fuck up. But really, I was like, also to them, like, can you guys, can he ask me about the fucking show? Because the show's only been on like 2 months and already it's popular. Like, we're already doing a fucking 7 a.m. spot at OP Radio. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's a matter of time. We'll get 7 a.m. soon.
Never.
You start at 7 p.m., then you work to 7 a.m. We know Don Wicklin.
Oh my God. Oh, Jesus. Stop it.
Should have told us you dated Don Wicklin.
Oh
Liz is like, I have a friend there. Like,
Yeah.
we didn't know. We would have pushed. You know what I mean?
Really?
You're like,
Yeah,
he's a
Liz
friend.
goes, I know Don Wicklin for like 15 years.
I do.
You know him real well. Real well. Oh my God. I would never do that. I would be like, yeah, we fucked a couple of times.
Oh my God.
We're
Jesus.
grown ups. It's Manhattan. Everybody gets laid. You got to get laid. A lot of tension. You got to blow up. You got to blow
Yeah.
up
I know,
steam.
again,
Okay.
feel free to bite the hand that feeds you.
Yeah, thanks.
He was
Thanks,
here
Kevin.
10 minutes ago, so
Yep.
we made it. The first 15
First time,
minute
and
podcast.
now we're off the air.
Yeah.
That's
No,
it.
I think people like it when I mention them on the air.
I think
do.
they do
I know
too.
The fans love
The
it.
people at the Comedy Cellar, yeah, the
Yeah,
fans
they all
love it.
love
Well,
it.
they got, yeah. Anyway, so then I said blah blah blah.
Blah,
No,
blah, blah.
I never say blah blah blah. But then I said
On the air, he
no.
looked
Then
miserable.
on the air, I said, my fans are tweeting at halftime that I'm not talking enough. So basically, but again, I gave him another chance to be like, get me more involved. The thing is, like, if I first of all, and then Lewis tweeted. I haven't spoken to Lewis. Like Lewis been tweeting all day. He has my number. He didn't tweet. He didn't text me. Jay texted me. But anyway, the point is, like, if I have a guest on, and Lewis said in a tweet that he's listened to 3 of our shows.
Okay.
Okay. So if he knows. Like, if I have a guest on, like, who talks a lot? I don't know. Like, I know Mark Maron talks a lot. So if I have Mark Maron on our podcast, would I expect Mark Maron to be, like, happy to just chime in? No, it's like, no, you ask a guy to come on so you can ask him questions.
And have him talk a lot.
Yeah, like, it's like, yeah, but so they go, all the fans and Dave Smith and Lewis are saying, well, that's our show. It's just a hang show. Mm-hmm. I'm like, okay, I get it. But my show is I talk shit about people's show. So you do your show and I'll do my show. So I'm basically, I just say what just happened to me. What do you want me to talk about? Like Nova NC Carolina game? Nobody gives a fuck. I'm not Mike and a Mad Dog.
You're definitely not.
And they're not even Mike and a Mad Dog. They split up.
You might be Mad Dog.
So the point is, like, I don't even know I don't even listen really to podcasts that much, so I don't even know what the fuck people talk about. But like, what I talk about is like something that just happened to me. I think it might be interest, or maybe I can make funny in the retelling,
right,
or whatever. So that just happened to me. Happened to me like less than 48 hours. Like that show, 48 hours. Don't they get 48 hours to solve a crime?
Yes.
So it's a fresh time. So it was after less than 48 hours, because we did a show Wednesday night.
Breathe.
We did the show Wednesday night, and then we taped on 3:00 on Friday. So it's less than 48 hours later. I was still a little agitated, I guess, and it was like in my system, you know. Mm-hmm. So I talked about it. I felt better. And the funny thing is on Facebook, because even after I was done, you know, it was a nice day that day. Remember?
Yeah, it was nice.
And then I thought, like, and then I listened to the show before we gave it to Riotcast, and I said, no, it was pretty good. It sounded a little like Mamas and the Papas, you know, like California Dreamin'. It felt a little soft to me, that podcast, you know. Oh. It just felt a little soft, but it was like it was a nice day, so maybe we were all like a little too kumbaya. And then one guy puts on Facebook, he goes, Kevin, I listened to your thing on yesterday. Put on Facebook. Mm-hmm. I listened to your thing on. He goes, it wasn't as harsh as normal.
It wasn't. It really wasn't.
We had a nice time. That's why.
He goes, it wasn't as harsh as normal. And then I was like, you know what? Maybe he's right. And then he goes, I hope you bring your A game for Opie tomorrow. I'm like, I'm gonna bring my A game. And then I actually responded to him. I go, your comment made me so fucking furious. Now I'm ready to go for tomorrow. Then I get home. Yeah. I wasn't looking at my phone because I was with my kids. Then I get home and I get ambushed with all these tweets.
Yeah,
like,
it's been nonstop all day.
And I was telling Liz, I got in a fight with my building manager today.
Oh, this is good.
Here we go.
This is good.
No, because I was like, I worked out. I was trying to just breathe. It's gonna be okay. Because I already get, you know, people are always like, you're gonna do great on Opie. I'm like, I can't even fucking see straight because like every time my phone's like vibrating all day because of stupid tweets.
Shut it off.
He doesn't know how.
Yeah, you love it. You love the attention.
Yeah, I love the attention.
Yes, we know this. You love the attention.
Honey, whose side you on?
I'm on everybody else's.
Are you a go-mite? Are you a go-mite? Are you a skank yanker?
I voted for Kevin's being a cunt. I think I got the 25%.
I almost voted. That's how lame I was. Because I saw when it first came up. I'm like, I'm gonna vote. I'm gonna vote.
Yeah. Of course I'm going to side with them. It's their show, but yes, I do think they should have been more hospitable to you, but know what they're getting.
Yeah.
But it is their show. Hang out.
If they don't know what... Yeah, but my show is this.
I know.
So don't act like I just shit on you.
No.
What? No, don't act like I shit on you. If I do my show, you do your show, and then I do my show.
Oh, okay. I got it.
You know my show is like if I shit on my brother and I shit on you and whatever. Like I'm like,
you told me this one time. You're the Abe Vigoda's Tessio. It was only business. That's your.
Yeah, it's only business. Nothing personal.
It's nothing.
That's why the first time I was on Opie, I was like talking shit about Neil, and people went crazy. They're like, this guy. People thought it was a scam. They thought nobody would say that shit about their brother. So then
they met you.
Then I sorely mistaken.
So I texted Neil because Neil's West Coast, you know. So I texted Neil. I'm like, Neil, you know,
FYI,
I threw you under the bus a little bit.
A little bit
on the Opie and Jimmy show. So you might.
Oh God.
So he was like already mad, but whatever. And then he listened. He was just like, but it was like this. So I'm gonna call Lewis, Puerto Rican Neil.
He's on. You should talk to him tomorrow. He's on Robert's Puerto Rican Neil. He's on Robert's podcast tomorrow.
Yeah, maybe Robin will have a peace pipe or something.
You should hug it out.
No, so Jay goes. So Jay sends me a
Big Jay Okerson.
Yeah, Jay sends me a thing because he wasn't even involved.
Care.
He wasn't involved on
He's
Twitter.
so cute,
he gets.
He just wants everyone to be happy.
He sends me a text. And then he goes, you're really mad, bro? Like, what's, he goes, are you really mad about this? And I go, I don't know. Is Lewis mad? And then he goes, well, I talked to Lewis. Lewis said it's like a professional wrestling situation where, it's just like, you're really fake mad. I go, well, if that's the case, then you won't mind if I trash you guys for 2 hours tonight on Opie Radio, because as a professional wrestler, it would be remiss if I didn't come back. Like, how I don't watch a lot of professional wrestling, but if one guy just beat the shit out of the other guy, and the other guy was just like, you fight back. So I said to Jay, I said, well, you guys wouldn't mind if I trash you for 2 hours, right? And Jay goes, well, we might a little bit. So then Jay goes. So Jay goes, well, okay, I'll see you. I might see you tonight because he's doing a show over around the corner or whatever in the same studio. So then when I was coming in, because then I was like, oh shit, Jay's gonna be there.
Right.
Jay starts at 6, so I got here earlier before 6. So I was walking in and I see Jay and I'm like, fuck this, man.
Did you say hi?
I ducked him.
You ducked
Why would you duck him? Tell him to come in.
Why did you duck Jay?
I was outside. He was outside smoking and talking to some dude. I'm like, I'm ducking him. Because I don't want, first of all, he might take a swing at me. And second
Jay's
of all,
not going to take a swing at you.
You don't know. He's from Philly. You don't know.
So are you.
And then, that's what I'm saying. That's what I know. Oh my God, Liz. Oh my God. You guys are like.
Jay. Come on.
So I just ducked him. What's the point? Like it was like 3 minutes before 6. So I'm like, he's smoking before his big time show. He does a podcast every day. So no wonder he's like, who's here? Kevin Brennan. I don't know him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No wonder
he doesn't care.
Yeah, no wonder he's like, whatever. You guys want to, you gomites. Anyway, so then
Gomites.
so the guy,
this is what you've named their.
No,
they name
themselves.
Oh,
There's
that's their real
there's
name?
Gomites, and then
they have an obvious name like the Skank Yankers or something. The
no,
Skanks.
they each have their own group of fans.
Do they
There's
ever fight like West Side Story? Oh my God. And then I called a guy in my building today. Lenny, focus.
Hold on. I want to see. Go ahead. Hit the poll. We're looking back at the poll, right?
How many people voted?
Which one should I hit?
837 votes.
Oh.
Which I guess we're going to say, yes, Kevin deserves an apology.
No, say no, Kevin's being a cunt.
Wait, I have to log in.
All right, log in. Get back to. Thank you, Mana.
All right.
Oh, Mana. All right, get us back to that.
So then I'm like a little agitated all day. So then, I go to work. I work out today.
Mm-hmm.
I always work out off times,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not a big deal. Anyway, so we have three treadmills and none of the TVs are working. But I don't care because I listen to music anyway.
Last week it was just one was out. Now they're all out.
Now they're all out. So they're all out, and then so I have to go to. So I don't care. But anyway, I have to pay my rent today.
Yeah.
And I have to go to the office because there's a new. I have to make it out to somebody else, but I want to complain about the treadmills, even though I don't even give a shit. But I'm just,
he wants to complain.
I'm just that
He needs to
agitated, you know.
complain.
Like I got a vent, you know.
Yeah.
So anyway, so
could you tell me how you nicely went up to them and told them it was out?
So
this is good.
I go. Can I go? This is where I drop the money off, and the woman's like, yeah, or the guy. It's a guy and a woman. So then I said, and also, where do I go to complain about something? And they go, what's the problem? I go, the treadmills, none of the TVs work, and the treadmills are never really working that good. And the woman goes, the treadmills are working. She goes, the TVs are working. They're fixed. They fixed them today. I go, I was just there. So she says to the guy, well, you go over with them, and then we're leaving. And before the door closed, I take a shot at her. I go, why she call me a liar? You know, because I know.
Why would you do that?
This is lovely.
Just for fun.
You live there just for fun.
No, because I know people like I always cracks me up when people go, he called me a liar. Everybody lies. So why is everyone so outraged when you call somebody a liar? But I know people, it's like a big pet peeve. Like he called me a liar.
Pet peeve? You flat out. Why would she take that well? Why would anybody take that well?
I was being like a child.
Yes.
Anyway,
great.
Yeah, you were.
Even worse.
So the guy goes
Always.
over with me. It's in a different building. So he goes over with me. We go in there, and they're actually working on the treadmills. Okay. So then I'm there. And I'm like, oh, I said to the guy that came over, like, oh, they're working on the treadmills, and then one of the guys goes, what's the problem? And I go, well, none of the TVs never work. And he goes, the TVs, they're all working now. So I'm like, oh, you fixed them? So I go to the one where the guy's like, look, he's pushing all the buttons to make all the treadmills run, and then the TVs are all going. But the one in the middle still don't work. It's and he goes, it's working. I go, it's frozen on a Jeep commercial. It's been frozen for 6 hours since this morning.
Yeah.
So the guy I go, are you guys retarded?
No, you didn't say that.
Yeah. And the guy
Of course
goes,
he did. Of course.
The guy goes, what?
Yep.
Yeah.
No, because they don't know. They don't know
that retard is not an offensive word?
They don't know podcast Kevin.
They don't know podcast.
They know.
Now they do.
They know apartment 511 Kevin,
Yeah.
but they don't know podcast Kevin.
511.
They don't know.
There
So
you
the guy goes, he goes, what'd you say? I go, you guys, I said, once again, I used a lie. I go, why are you calling me a liar? I threw it back at him.
What?
I go, why are you calling me a liar?
Oh my God.
You said
Yeah.
that you said all the TVs are working. I go, the TVs aren't working. I go, are you guys stupid? So the guy goes, what? He goes,
You call him retarded and stupid within a minute and a half?
I go, the guy goes, what are you doing? I go, you're real tough with your crew here.
Oh my God.
So the guy
Really?
the guy goes, the guy goes, let's step outside. And
Okay.
the guy who
Really?
works there, the guy who works there goes, let's step outside.
Can you believe this?
No.
Liz, can I tell you
Liz,
story?
go ahead.
Guy goes, let's step outside. I go, I'm gonna step outside with you. I go, I'm gonna have a fight with you. He goes, I was 10 years in the Marines. I don't fight. He goes, let's go to the lobby and we'll discuss this. I'm like, okay. So I walk out with him and I get on the elevator.
Can't discuss it in the gym.
But then
Whoever lifts the most wins.
no, but then I get into the elevator and I'm like, why did I just get in the elevator? All I have to do is walk in the elevator and beat the shit out of me.
Yeah.
There's
but then
probably cameras.
he kept going. But as the elevator doors closed, I hear the guy go, who the fuck is that? He's yelling at anybody, the doorman, anybody. Does anybody know this lunatic? But it's all the skanks' fault because they got me so agitated that I was like, oh my God, I just can't.
All right, back to the poll. Mana.
All
Go
right.
ahead. We'd
Say Kevin's a cunt.
say Kevin's a cunt. We'll give him another vote.
Yeah.
838 votes. Here it is. Still 75%.
Wow.
Kevin is a cunt.
Kevin.
How many votes do I have though?
25%
of 838.
So it's like
Do the math.
two something, 300 almost.
170.
No, it's not that.
Sorry, yeah, whatever.
Oh my
Almost,
God,
yeah.
Lenny.
Oh, whatever.
You're like the dumbest looking nerd I ever
Oh
met.
my
Oh,
God.
God.
Don't make me come over there. You're the one. Let's do it. Well, they should put
You
a
know,
third
I'm in
one
a
up.
fight
Who's smarter,
mode.
Lenny or Kevin? You'll still get Kevin's being a cunt.
So Lenny,
Oh my God. All right, so this is what we've learned. No matter what situation is, you'll start trouble.
And Kevin's a cunt.
not really,
You're
not
gonna-
really.
All right. And we don't want any beef with the Legion of Skanks.
Oh yeah, you see what Lenny wrote this morning?
What?
Yeah.
Lenny goes,
We don't want any beef.
somebody has Lenny. Lenny goes, I love
Yeah, I love the Legion of Skanks. I got no
He goes,
problem
I
with that.
love the Legion of Skanks. He wouldn't even say anything good about me.
No.
Everybody acts like they're not on my team.
We're all Team Kevin.
We're all Team Kevin,
We're all
Molly.
Team Kevin. But
We're at Team Kevin at the highest level. When
I'm
it comes
looking at
down to
Lewis
us,
Johnson. I just met him. I look at him through the glass.
He's
like,
Team
what
Kevin.
team
I wish
are you
I could
on?
see him.
he's totally
No, he
Team
just
Kevin.
smiled at me, so I don't know what that means.
Louis,
Louis
you
Johnson.
better be Team Kevin.
Louis-
Totally Team Kevin. So I just want to
Okay.
let you know a caller just called and said they're listening to the Bonfire and they're going to be over here during the next commercial break to see you.
Woohoo!
Oh, there you go.
Dan Soder
Awesome.
Pop. Dan Soder Pop and Big J.
We have Lewis behind the glass today, which is so great because I'm like, can I get glass when we do our real show?
We all need
And just,
glass.
Yeah, we'd like to all sit
Is
behind
this
the
glass
glass and put
bulletproof?
Kevin on the other
Please.
side of the glass. And if those guys come in, well, they're sweet.
No.
Don't. Come
What?
on.
Oh my God,
Do
you
not-
spent too much time with your girlfriend. They're sweet.
They are.
They're
Big
guys.
J
Don't
and
say
so-
guys sweet. That's like a slang
They're
in
lovely.
Alabama. You
They're
say a man
lovely.
sweet. How's he like his tea? Sweet. You know what that means.
That's a euphemism in
Oh,
Alabama.
gee.
You don't know that?
No, I didn't know
How's he like his tea? Sweet.
that. Gay. Is that's 2 plus 2?
Don't say gay. Don't say gay.
start
This is corporate radio. Lenny. We use code words.
Sweet.
Sweet. Gil Bravo wrote in.
Go.
He first of all, he was at the show.
Yes.
And then he took my side at first, and then he switched sides during the day. I'm like, oh my God, everyone's a fucking coward. Because I couldn't go. I couldn't get on I couldn't get on Twitter today because I had too much to do. I had to get in a fight with the guy in the building. I had to work out. I just had a lot of shit to do.
Oh, look who just arrived. Will you listen upstairs,
That's it.
Don?
He's pulling you out. That's it. It's over.
Big hook.
That's
Why is it?
He's
Anybody?
unplugging you.
Yeah.
It's
We're
done.
canceled already?
Yeah, it's been all of 22 minutes.
Probably lifting
And
up.
you're done.
Are you turning down Kevin's mic? or-
Please,
Oh, okay.
because he's screaming.
Lenny, you don't know how to work a mic yet?
Well, he's got like 19 dials. In our studio, we have one dial. They have 45 dials in front
Lenny
of us.
sits there with his arms crossed.
Well,
like
I'm
Buddha.
watching him.
How loud is it, Don? Too
Really loud.
Perfect.
Really loud. It's so
People
loud.
in the cars
The
roll
last
down
time-
the windows.
It's
The
so
last time somebody said something was perfect, I got fired. So perfect is code word for me.
Fired.
In corporate comedy.
Where
You're
is that?
fired. We'll
Where-
never see you again.
Where's that story?
It's Lauren Michaels. Perfect. How's it going, Lauren? Perfect. Hey, Lauren, am I coming back next year? Absolutely. Never allowed back in the building.
Nope.
Never allowed back in the building. Thanks, Lauren.
I have
Oh,
a podcast for you in 20 years.
Oh my God, you can do Lauren Michaels.
I can do anything you want. Gil Bravo wrote in.
Gil.
Agent Gil Bravo, as I
Yep.
like to call him. He now calls himself Undercover Agent Bravo.
Oh.
Congrats on getting to Sirius XM. You guys are great. Just to let Kevin know, I voted for LOS to apologize to him.
It's one vote.
There you go.
But then he switched sides halfway through the day. He's like, "You're right." No, he said, "I was there. It was a good show."
When I saw the voting poll, all I imagined was Lenny Lizamana and even Kevin's and Lenny's soon-to-be wife and Kevin's estranged wife voting opposite.
Yep.
Also, I heard Keith Robinson has been feeling better.
He is.
Please.
He did a spot at the Stress Factory.
which we'll have Vinny
Yeah.
in to talk about later. Please get him on the show. Please make sure Will Sylvince isn't around selling Kevin Brennan voodoo dolls. Anyway, have a great show. That's from your biggest fan, Gil, or
Thanks
second
for-
biggest friend. They go back and forth. Phil Oakley and
They
Gil
have
Bravo.
they have their own
Yeah.
war.
Thanks for slowing the show down with a email read.
You're
Well, I need
standing
you to
up
take a
now.
breath.
Are you gonna jump over the table, Kevin?
Let me tell you some
Jesus
ironies that came in,
Christ.
and you'll just we're
irony.
waiting.
You want to hear irony? We came in.
I'm telling you, I'm giving you the irony. Let me
We
set up the
came
other irony.
in.
All right.
Me and Liz came in. I'm holding on. I'm holding on like I'm on a ride.
Yeah. He's standing up in the studio, holding onto the desk.
Lenny,
I'm
Lenny,
helping you.
Lenny, Liz, vouch for me. We came in.
Yes.
We came into the studio. Lewis walked
was
us
gonna
in.
get to it.
Lewis walked us in.
Yep.
So he's showing us stuff. We were a little early, Lewis, and then we were waiting for you. You were late. Anyway, Lewis shows around. He's showing us the
40 minutes,
and there's like noise in the background, just like I thought it was a commercial, you know. So I'm like, what's that? Then I started I'm like, it sounds familiar. I'm like, did I do a commercial for? And I'm like, I've never done a commercial. I don't think. But then I'm like, holy shit, that's Neil.
It
Neil
was.
Brennan.
It was.
Neil Brennan, my one of my top
Estranged
brothers. One of my
brothers.
top brothers.
Yeah, your most
Neil-
famous brother.
I told Liz, I go, when I've been in the studio, I come in after Opie.
Opity.
After Opie
Don't
is
get
already, they've already started because
Yeah.
they never let me in before 9 because I'm not ready for that.
They're not ready for you.
Okay.
No.
So anyway, when I come in, they're already going.
Yep.
There's no music. There's no nothing. No commercials playing. And so the odds of me coming in and Neil talking comedy.
It was unbelievable.
It was like a gazillion to one.
I
Like, what
thought
are the
Kevin's
odds?
head was going to explode. I swear
Well,
to
you know how
God.
some people get psyched up when they go to the gym, they wear they play Rage Against the Machine or something like
Yeah.
that, and they get really amped up to lift or play sports.
Yeah.
That's the perfect. What are you talking about? You played Neil's comedy.
Neil, half hour Neil.
Neil's and he does
No,
a
I
5-hour
told-
energy drink. He'd probably lift the building.
No, I told Liz, like hell for me would be like if I was in hell and I could have anything to eat and I could have like whatever I wanted, but I had to listen to Neil the whole time. Neil doing stand up.
Don't. Oh God, Jay's
it's
shaking
the
his head at
skank.
me.
Yeah,
Jay,
come on in.
don't shake your head. And it's Soder Pop.
Look how he brings 4 dudes.
got-
There's
Why is
not
everybody-
4 dudes.
There's 4
There's
dudes
4
there.
It's Jay and Soder.
Why does everybody has 4 dudes when they want to talk to me?
They're bringing the whole legion. I told you, do not
This
piss
isn't
them
the
off.
Legion. This is the
Dan's
bonfire.
Dan's here to hold you.
Bonfire.
This is the warm up for the Legion. Tell
This is
everybody
the head
was
of the
not-
Legion.
This
This was not planned. Big J.
No.
Okerson and Dan Soder are here. They've been.
We've
so
been
funny.
next door. We've been next door. You guys have been sleeping on a cobra's nest this entire time.
I jumped here from the East Village.
The best part is I've shit on both of them on our
Yeah.
podcast.
Yeah.
That's why we're surrounding you right now.
Did he call you and say, hey, is it okay if we shit on you a little bit or warm you up?
No, I texted him all day like, "Hey, buddy, what's going on?"
Hey,
He's
Philly
like,
buddy.
you and your fucking friends and blah, blah, blah. He's upset we didn't fucking inside the actor's studio. I'm sorry. Okay, let me do it now. Okay, what's your favorite word?
Yeah.
What's your favorite color?
Well, wait,
what would Jesus say? When you go to heaven?
Yeah, we were just practicing this around the corner.
Also, your stage attire, unique. Where do you get it?
Let's play one of your first earliest jokes.
Oh my God.
Did one of our fans call in and say we were going to come over here?
Yeah.
Yes.
We did a great
Do you remember the name? Do you remember the name and location?
Lewis will know.
Lewis is right here.
Lewis.
Sorry, Lewis.
You don't remember?
Okay.
He remembers. He
It's
just
all right.
doesn't want to
Smile
tell
for
you.
the camera, kids.
You don't remember at all?
Which is a great, hilarious plan to do.
It's great.
We're gonna have Soder was gonna drag me away, try to get this.
We had a whole thing set up.
What are you gonna do?
We were going to have Jay act like he's
He was
super
gonna
pissed.
kill
Somebody
him.
goes to Kevin avoided me downstairs because he didn't want me to punch him.
I saw you outside smoking.
So say something.
Wait, Jay. He goes. I saw Jay on the way in. I ducked him.
He did. He
No,
said
you
he
picked the
ducked
word.
you.
You go, did you duck him? I go, I ducked him.
I should miss a T. You've been ducking me, boy.
You ain't a real podcast. You a paper podcast.
Hey, pretty lady. Why don't you go on my pub and not shit with a real
Hey,
man?
Kevin Brennan. Hey, Kevin Brennan.
I know
You've
we're
been saying
laughing
some mighty
now.
mean things.
I know we're laughing now, but I'll still be mad when this is over.
Oh my God.
Well, you have like the
I
cold
think everyone just
fusion.
telling me you're just super angry all the time. How do you
I
get mad at
told
that?
you.
Listen, Jay.
He likes to be
It's
angry.
nothing personal. It's Kevin is one of 10 children, and as our fans know, if he doesn't get enough attention,
He becomes a bitch.
he becomes a bitch.
It's his time now.
It's
Yes.
his time then. So he
I
thought
gotcha.
when you were having him on, just a little more hospitality for one of 10 children who needs to talk and get it out.
Free drinks, free food.
Unfortunately,
His face.
you had your own agenda
Oh,
for
no, he
your
said he
show.
didn't get
Who
any
knew?
food.
Who knows that could
No
happen?
one fed him.
It's podcast world, man.
We got to get back to our show because we have like another 10 minutes. We have our show.
You guys are leaving? I
Yeah.
just started to feel a little bit better.
Great. Now it's going to be a whole episode of him hating me for breaking the peace.
God damn it, Soder.
No, we
Okay, by the way, thanks for plugging my show while I've been on here. You've been really great at that.
Well, you have so many. Tell everybody about your.
Me and Dan do the Bonfire on Comedy Central Radio.
Also, Legion of
and
Skanks.
Legion of Skanks.
And also your
And
television show.
SDR show. What's your fucking deal on CISO.com?
There you go.
God, there's so much.
Soder.
Bonfire.
And
Use
come on, I
people.
watch.
And use people.
And billions.
Oh my God, I watch
Billions.
Soder every week.
Beat it.
And Liz, I just want to let the record know, we always said, no, Liz shall shed no blood. She's an innocent
We said
bystander.
Marcus
Thank
might catch some
you.
shrapnel. Though.
I love-
Oh
I was
man,
on
love
Used
you.
People too. What episode were you on?
Jay, I want you to know that
all of them.
I was on Used People. Are you a regular on Used People?
No, that's a web series I wrote.
With
I
your
was
friend
thinking about-
Michelle Wolf.
No, what's that other show I was on?
I don't fucking
gotta
know.
go.
Show on like Hulu?
Beat it. Love you guys.
Difficult.
Storage
Hey,
Wars.
you,
Kevin, it's difficult people.
difficult people.
Difficult
people.
I was. I
Thank
did.
you,
I
Mom.
played myself in Difficult People.
You are difficult. You
And
are
I didn't do it
difficult.
well. I didn't do it well.
didn't do well.
That was like
Neil would
Bob,
have done better.
I was like Bob Hope dropping by the old Letterman show.
I know that
Remember?
was great.
Wasn't it good?
They just need music to bring in Jay and Dan Soder.
Do you feel better now?
No,
Like, it's,
no.
It's funny, like like some of my siblings, I don't get along with them, but then when we see each other at Thanksgiving or whatever, if we next time I see them, I'm always like, you know what, she's not that bad. But then as soon as I get in my car, I'm like, that fucking. So I'm already mad at Jay again. No, I'm not
No,
really,
you're not.
I'm not really mad at Jay because Jay was like the peacemaker, but me and Jay had more of a bond because we talk Eagles. He's from Philadelphia, so whatever. But
right,
it
let
was
me
more. It was more about like. It does have something with me about like the like if I can't talk, like if I think I'm gonna talk and then I can't talk, yeah, it's like something happens to me. You know what I mean?
You go a little
Like
crazy.
I'm not even a good actor
Yep.
because it's like when I'm acting, like when I was acting that difficult. What is it called again?
Difficult people.
Difficult people. I do my line and then I just wait.
Yeah.
Like I do my line, and then the whole time I'm waiting for the other person to do their line. I'm like,
Well, you're supposed to
So wait a
listen.
minute. Can I ask
I'm
a
supposed
question?
to listen, but mostly I'm like, oh, you fucked up that line. What are you doing?
Do you
You're a
think?
piece of shit.
Wait.
Liz,
So
can I
you're a
just
bad
finish?
actor. Is this why Neil never hired you for the Chappelle Show? Because you're a bad actor. Maybe.
Oh my god!
You just said you were a bad actor.
Oh my god! What a great reveal.
I'm asking. You just said
No, Neil. No, everybody knows what I am.
angry.
I'm not even angry. I'm like angry. Like I'm like angry, but I'm not like Nick DiPaolo angry. You know what I mean? It's for fun. It's like.
This is fun.
It's like when you play some game and they go for amusement purposes only, like a gambling game for amusement purposes only.
Yeah.
This is for amusement purposes.
Okay.
But sometimes I get like genuinely angry, you know. And then
Yeah.
sometimes when I get really angry, I get a little like, Like even today, when I got in a fight with the guy and I went upstairs.
Well, that was for amusement purposes only?
No, that was to make a point.
Okay.
Fix the fucking TV.
There you go.
No, so anyway, so I go upstairs.
Yeah.
I go upstairs. And then I go, you know what? I'm going to pretend I had to go get my phone and I'm going to come down taping this guy. And I go, come on, come at me, bro.
Oh God.
So I'm going to be like.
You got a whole fight in your head.
No. So then I'm opening the door to go downstairs and I'm like, you sure, dude? Like I'm talking to myself, I'm like, no, I don't think this is a good idea. So I had that voice in my head, like where the line is. Don't cross the line. So even with these guys today, I didn't join in. I knew I was going to be on today, but I didn't join in because I'm like, it's just going to create more shit. Like I never retweeted anything. I would like if somebody put something that I liked, I would like it. If somebody made a decent point, I would like it. But I didn't. All I retweeted was, I'll talk about it today on the air. So I don't want this big like I'm going to fight everybody. Like I'm not like that. Like it's for amusement purposes only.
You just say, you speak your mind.
I speak my mind, but it's like people, I think people think it's funny because even when I was in therapy in California, because I wasn't doing stand. Oh, Lenny, really?
I didn't know.
Lenny just cocked his head like a dog smelling a cookie.
Toilet paper today. You said you were going to grab toilet paper. Yeah, I don't want to be a jerk about this, but the cheap toilet paper hurts my asshole. Yeah, I'm just saying your chick's been here all month, and it's
weird.
Yeah.
Because I was like, oh, and then this happened. I would tell her like really bad things, and then she would just be howling. And I'd be like, this is weird therapy session.
Well, that's what this
is
is
a
for
weird
you.
treatment.
This
is like live therapy.
Right.
So if I talk about this, it is free. No one's getting paid. I haven't made a fucking nickel. I mean, I guess I got a free. I guess I got 3 little water.
Take all the water
big
home.
water. 3 little waters.
Take them all home. Put them in your knapsack.
Where's Mad Dog's studio? I'm sure he has big waters.
Big Water.
Yep.
Should we name this show Big Water?
Big Water.
That's a good one, Lenny.
Call us on Sirius. We're on Sirius 206 XM 103, and the number here. Thank God,
Yeah,
I didn't think I'd get it in.
We're on 2 different channels, right?
Yes.
All right.
Sirius 206 XM 103. That's why I said that.
Oh my
866-969-1969. 866-969-1969. Your fans, I know, want to talk to you.
1969.
Good year.
No, that's like a Beavis number.
Oh my God.
And you're like, by the way, Superdome, it's going to get much worse after this. This isn't the worst thing that's going to happen in here.
Yeah, enjoy your feet being dry.
Yeah, but they.
All these things are swept aside by bloody hands. Time can't deny and washed away by a genocide. And history hides the lies of our civil war.
Face, nailing the air drums.
Get it right here. Hold on. Solo.
Steady 4/4 time.
Go. Keep
No
it.
tricks, nothing fancy.
Oh, and he's got the bass drum going, too.
Ambidextrous. All of his limbs.
Cannot stop.
Quadraphonic.
This guy knows what he's doing, does it well.
We just went and straightened shit out over on A Misery Loves Company.
You know, sometimes.
Just let everybody know what the fuck was what.
Yeah, what's up with what's up?
I didn't want to put my daddy pants on. I didn't want to. I was happy to wear shorts today. That was fun.
Yeah, that was good.
Kevin's hilarious.
Yeah.
Ridiculous complainer. Good for
But then
him.
you go in there, you're like, oh, yeah, it's nothing.
It's nothing.
It's nothing. It's not a real thing. It's not a real thing. And then you know what the funny thing is his unreal thing mixed with Lewis's unreal thing becomes a real thing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it doesn't end up becoming a real thing, but that's really what it's like. Just go in there and tell me it's ridiculous. Like, what do you mean, to fucking interview you about what? You fucking dummy? What am I interviewing you about? Just come and hang out with us.
Yeah.
You're hilarious.
That's why I love doing the skank so much. Is you just go in and hang out. I know I'm gonna
What's worse about doing... How? I mean, Kevin he's got a long, good career of doing radio, morning radio places. Interview's the worst thing.
Yeah.
I don't be interviewed ever. Just let me talk about the news with you.
So your name's Big J. Kevin, what made you get into comedy?
Big J. Why is it Big J? Why didn't you just go on the road as just regular J?
You don't say. Oh, now I get it. Okay, all right, because you're big and you probably all right.
Okay, got it.
All right.
Hey.
Hell, you left the damn oven on. God, Are those my towels? God damn it, I'm gonna get ringworm. Hell, the soap is on the drain. Did you pick up toilet paper today? You said you were gonna grab toilet paper. Yeah, hell, I don't want to be a jerk about this, but the cheap toilet paper hurts my asshole. Yeah, I'm just saying your chick's been here all month, and it's like, is she coming? Is she moving in, or hell?
Drinking my tea.
Yep.
Because I'm a bit of a sweet tea, if you know what I'm saying.
So they say in Alabama.
Yeah. So then this.
God.
Wait, this week.
This happened. I would tell her like really bad things. Then she would just be happy. All I retweeted was, over there in the corner's a cookie.
Well, now you're not in California anymore.
I
went to therapy.
That guy killed himself?
And the lady, my therapist, I would just like go on, and she would start laughing, like really hard laughing.
Yeah.
So then I'm looking at her like, huh?
Yeah.
And then she would go, is this bothering you that I'm like howling laughing at your problems? So
and she said, no, this is the podcast.
No, I'm like,
Should be on the air.
I'm like, I guess I can't get mad because I'm a comedian. So even if I'm not trying to be funny and someone's laughing, so I'm like, I think people think it's funny that I get extra agitated, you know?
People are like, how was your therapy session? I killed so bad. Call us.
No, but the worse the news was, the worse the news was, the more they laughed. The more she laughed. And I was like, this is weird.
Yeah.
Because I was like, oh, and then this happened. I would tell her like really bad things. And then she would just be howling. And I'd be like, this is weird therapy session.
Well, that's what this
is
for
a weird treatment. This is like live therapy.
Right.
So if I talk about this, yeah, it is free. No one's getting paid. I haven't made a fucking nickel. I mean, I guess I got a free. I guess I got free water.
Take all the water
big
home.
water. 3 little waters.
Take them all home. Put them in your knapsack.
Where's Mad Dog's studio? I'm sure he has big waters.
Big water.
Yep.
Should we name this show Big Water?
Big Water.
That's a good one, Lenny.
Call us on Sirius. We're on Sirius 206 XM 103, and the number here. Thank God, I didn't think I'd get it in.
We're on 2 different channels, right?
Yes.
All right.
Sirius 206 XM 103. That's why I said that.
Oh my
866-969-1969. 866-969-1969. Your fans, I know, want to talk to you.
1969.
Good year.
No, that's like a Beavis number.
Oh my God. Thanks, Manana, Nana, Nana.
Thanks, Mana.
Yeah. 1969.
Did Mana do a character or herself?
I don't know. What were you doing? Beavis or Butthead?
I did my own character.
Mana. No, I know how Mana feels now, but we didn't invite Mana to be a special guest and then like make her sit in the corner.
Well, Mana has this great console sitting in the corner.
No, but I'm saying that was my whole beef. So I think I do have some issues with like don't. It's just like anything where it's like don't invite me somewhere and then because I feel like shit most of the time anyway. So if someone invites me somewhere and then they make me feel like shit, I'm like I could have felt like shit at home. You know what I mean? I'd have to go all the way to Queens and take 2 different trains and take the 7 to Jackson Avenue. Even though I used to live out there, so I was familiar with I used to go to the Creek and Cave before Ted Alexandro blessed it with his pure comedy.
What can I ask you while we go to the comics now before Ted gets a beating?
No, Ted made it trendy, right?
Yeah, I mean it is a trendy place in Queens.
Yeah, it's a good area. I mean, a lot of people live there.
Have you been there?
Why would I go there? I work at the Comedy Cellar. I see comedy 6 days a week.
Then? How do you know it's trendy?
Because a lot of people live in Long Island City. It's accessible.
I was there ahead of the curve.
Well,
Thank you.
Good for you.
It should have been called the Creek and the Kevin.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's almost a real laugh, Leonard. It's almost a real laugh.
I have to be so stupid to make him laugh.
Oh God.
Wait, this weekend you said I always ask Kevin what happened this weekend at the Cellar because I was in PA and all I got is Marina Franklin.
What?
What happened?
Marina. Oh,
and
yeah.
Dante.
I forgot about
Anybody
that.
else?